Good evening, everyone. The three sources that I'll be using for this video are the ACA Code of Ethics 2014, the North Carolina Board of Licensed Clinical Mental Health Counselors 2021, and Hopeful Counseling LLC 2021. The consent form that I found for this project is found within the source of Hopeful Counseling LLC 2021. And the three sources state that information given by client is confidential and must not be released unless allowed by the client and/or guardian/parent figure. Fees and billing information must be provided to the client, and they need to be sure to know how much they will be being billed for each session. An example that I found within the consent form is $225 for every 160 minutes that the client remains within a session. The sources also say that the client must be given the credentials of the counselor and the process of their methods. This must be done verbally and shown in writing to avoid any kind of confusion within the client-counselor relationship. The consent form also asks for any concerns a person may have with the counseling sessions or the profession as a whole. The consent form also asks what goals the client has or what goals they plan to accomplish from these counseling sessions. There's also a risk assessment portion that asks for the history of mental illness, substance abuse, physical and/or sexual abuse. There's also a confidentiality section of the consent form that says that there are situations where confidentiality must be broken. And examples of situations where this would have to be done are being under 18, as mentioned before, a suspect to immediate danger, if you disclose any kinds of abuse to children, elderly, or disabled people, if you disclose sexual misconduct from a therapist, or if a qualified professional needs your information for a certain kind of program like audits or evaluations, and in criminal proceedings, in legal or regulatory actions against a professional. And these are all the examples listed. The consent form also has a counsel and decision section, which is also closely related with the Code of Ethics counseling decision section. And this says that information about the client or about the counseling can be discussed openly. Both parties are able to give recommendations in the counseling relationship. The client is also able to ask for a referral if they do not feel like they are receiving adequate help from their current counselor. The client can only recommend a referral at any time, but the counselor must make sure that they've exhausted all other options and possibilities before a referral should even be attempted. And that concludes my presentation. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment on my video. Thank you.